everybody. Am I live? Hold on, let me turn off my computer volume so there's no echo. I want to make sure I'm live. I hope I'm live. Yay, I'm live. For whatever reason, I can't seem to get into my channel, but that's okay. We'll get in. Okay. Let me see, I'm viewing my channel. So how is everybody today? Hi Charlotte, hi Zargo. How are you guys doing today? Now we can make some choices, guys. I have some books. Since we finished some picture, we finished the mermaid picture. You guys, we can choose what we do today. Now we can continue doing the picture that we started on yesterday, which is from this book, which translates into May Johnny and the Mystery of the Firefly Birth. We can do this picture, which we started off with luminance pencils. I'm good. Hi Kim T. We can do this one, the Firefly Birth one. For whatever reason, it's a little distorted my thing because you could see my tripod legs. I was having a trouble with the angle because my camera doesn't want to stay still, so this is the best I can get my camera to go. Or we can do this cute little picture from Cute Unicorns by Jade Summer. We can do this picture from Cute Unicorns. I didn't let anybody know I was going live because I was having or we can do this lovely fairy picture from Gardens and Goddesses Volume 2. I don't have the first one, but I have the third one, which hasn't gotten a flip through yet. We can do this lovely fairy. So one is the German book, 2, 3. Or we can do this lovely fairy from Villainson. We could do this lovely fairy, which I think she would look very lovely in pastels. Hold on. Guys, I'm just going to move up the tripod a little bit more. See if I can get the... Whatever reason, my camera does not want to... Oh, you see my coffee. Forgive me about that. Guess that's the best I'm going to do. You can see all the little leaves. And I put a protective sheet underneath every picture in case we decide to work on anything. I love coffee, Kim. And I have a glass of water. I'm trying to drink more water so I can lose more weight. Or we could color in this one. Or we could do Little Miss Red Riding Hood. Or we could do Red Riding Hood. So what would you guys like to do? Number 5, Red Riding Hood. Oh, you guys don't see Red Riding Hood. Whatever reason, things are not focusing in the picture. I might have to turn it around like this so you guys can see Miss Red Riding Hood. Now, some of you may know this picture because Jen did this picture. This is from in-Sagor Och Sagnor. So what would you guys like me to work on? I'm really thinking this picture because I think I haven't done anything from this book in a while. And it would be fun, but also this book would be fun too. But we just finished doing a detailed picture with the mermaid. So... But some of you like easy pictures. I know that some people like that easy picture feeling. And I never choose easy pictures. So, I was supposed to get a book today and it didn't come today. I think we're going to do Red Riding Hood today. You wrote the Jade Summer. Okay, one Jade Summer. Kim T wants Jade Summer. We got one for this one. So Red Riding Hood, Jade Summer. Two for Red Riding Hood. Everybody wants Red Riding Hood. Sorry, Kim. Red Riding Hood wins. Oh, I see I'm going to have a problem with the eyes. The eyes are really tiny. So. Hold on, guys, while I try to pinch it so you guys can see what I'm doing. So, let me get, I think what we shall work with. I haven't worked with them for a while. I know, right? It's a very small face. I don't have enough reds in that set. Odd, I don't have enough reds in this set. It's gonna make my brown. I think we're gonna have to go with Christmas because I don't have enough reds in that set. We're gonna do our hair first. Sorry guys, I was working with my teasers earlier today and so I forgot to put some stuff back. When you work with sets, it's like sometimes you're working with on a picture. I was working in Jasmine Beckett Griffith. So I'll do the skin tone in Christmas because I know how to do them. Now this color is called Passion Fruit. It is an Arteza pencil. I don't really do shading, Robert, I don't really do shading too well. So let me do this, guys, and let's see which way is better for you guys to do this. No, you guys can't see that way because I have it on a different, so I'll have to do it this way. So you guys can see what I'm doing. This color is called Passion Fruit and it's in the Artezas. And I'm just very lightly coloring it in. They don't even print it anymore, Phoenix. It's a shame because it is a beautiful book. You know, I was hoping that maybe one day that an English publisher would take it. I'm really hoping that. I know, Candace, right? It's such a shame because it is a lovely book. Oh, it is? Where did you guys hear this news? Because I hadn't heard that she was going to be coming out with it again a few months. But this book cost me, what did it cost me when I got it? About $25, $26 when I got it. So it was on a bit of a more pricier book for me, but that's because I had to pay the international shipping. I'm just going to colorize brown here. Don't worry, I'll put another color in her eyes. Be careful of sellers on Etsy because sometimes they're not reputable. But I know June and Moon of Cool Craft Books are very reputable sellers. So just be careful of people you buy because you never know how trustworthy the sellers are. And this is ice cream, but it's more like a blue. To me. So we are using our teasers just for the hair, and I did use a whole bunch for that little bit of the blue in her eyes. Now I'm gonna go over her hair with another brand. This one is called Henna. I'm using, I think today we'll be using Prismas, hobbies, pastels. I only have the pastel hobbies. I don't have the full set. Even though I would like to own the full set one day. It's just a matter of me getting enough money together to get them. It's because they are pricey, the full set of hobbies. They're not cheap. So then this is henna. And as you notice, I have a nice sharp point, if anybody notices. I think what's going to happen, guys, is now that we're going to start streaming on Saturdays at 2:30 going forward, because I think it's a lot easier for me. I want to get them, but I can't justify them getting them just yet because I have other things and other priorities that I need to do first. Bills come first, Phoenix. And so that has to be paid first. I'll tell you, my very first set of Prismas wasn't even a full set of Prismas. I think I had gotten the 36 set. The Prismas were my very first art pencil that I got. Although, guys, today I did do a lot before I started streaming. I cleaned the bathroom. I filmed 2 color and chat videos for when I'm going away. And I also watched some dishes, so that was quite a lot for me to do, guys, because I'm trying to get together, guys, for you guys. So that way you guys will have some content when I'm away. And I want to make her lips pink, and I want to make her eyeshadows pink here. Just so you know what I'm doing. It is a lot because, you know, but I want to give you guys, Phoenix, I want to give you content besides flip throughs when I'm away, because I won't be streaming from September 27th to October 7th. And so what's happening is, even though I come back October 4th, Phoenix, I have New York City Comic Con that morning right after I get back. So, yeah, I'm going to be on for a while, Kim. I'm going to probably be on for an hour or two, so, you know, it's not about how much I can pump out. Some people would say, oh, you should pump out more. You should be not pumping out. You don't pump out color and chats like you used to. You know, it's a lot. People think it's very easy just to come on and do that, you know. But you know what happened? My mother woke up early today, so I had to get up early. I got up early. I had to get up early this morning because she got up early, so she had something to do. And so if she gets up early, I get up early, so it works. Okay, Kim. We'll hopefully be here. So, you know, everybody thinks like those things take, but you know, a lot of people don't realize also that when you are doing streaming, oh, thank you, Charlotte, that those videos don't just, you know, you just don't spend the time just filming those videos. You actually have to spend the time rendering them. And what I mean by rendering them is, okay, what I mean by rendering them is that you literally have to cream in the Prisma, light peach, Deco Peach, and that's it today. Those are the three colors that we'll be using for skin. I have my Shriffers too, so. Hi Karen, how are you? We're coloring from Sagor Och Sagnor. They voted on which book they wanted, so you know, I showed a few books that we could color from. So we're coloring from Sagor Och Sagnor, the Little Red Riding Hood page. This is a book that's out of print, so. I know, Mr. Q, it's a beautiful book. It really is a beautiful book, and I wish that they would, and we just heard in the stream. See, I'm going very lightly with my cream, because cream is the base layer for the skin. Guys, I'm going to go with my other hand just for a second. How do you do this anyway? Kim T knew how to do this. Oh no, I got out of my thing. Oh no, it's pixelated. Well, I can't do the arm. When I moved that, I moved my phone. So there's a hand here that I'm going to have to do the same thing with. So that's good to know that there's no pixelation. Then we're going to put Deco Peach. I'm going very light. Then with my Holbein, salmon pink, Don't worry if it's coming out a little too pinky. Oh no, Robin. Stream from your phone. Do you have an iPhone, Robin? If you have an iPhone or a Galaxy, you can stream from your phone, like I do. And then I'm gonna put light peach. You should be able to stream with that. Even though it says Android, there should be a YouTube app, and you will be able to stream from your phone. I stream from my phone. I just don't have the setup for a webcam, and I would have to get the boys to teach me how to do it. How to set up a webcam, so then they would have to be with me constantly. So then we're going to do the same thing with the hand. I'm just going to move the book, guys, so you can see my hand. How we do her hand. Don't worry, you'll find what works for you, Robin. But see if you can stream from your phone, because sometimes if you stream from your phone, that's good practice for everything else. Cream, Deco Pink, Deco Peach. She came out a little darker than I wanted her to. That's okay. So, then Holbein, the salmon pink. Then do your peach again. I think people, we all have a little bit of, I think, geekness in us. I might do it this way, guys, just because. Hi, Tammy. How are you? A lot of us use phones for our live streams. There's nothing wrong with using your phone for a live stream. Be proud of who you are, guys. Don't ever let yourself feel less than you are. I gotta have my coffee, I think a lot of us have that feeling like we're not good enough, or, and I don't want anybody ever feeling like that, because that's not what this channel was meant to do. It was meant to make people feel happy. When I go visit the channel, I want to feel happy. I want to feel uplifted. And a lot of you know what's going on in the community. So, and I'm done with the drama. I just don't want any more parts of it. And I got sucked in last night, and I didn't mean to get sucked in somebody else's stream. Permanent red. I don't have a mic. This is my pure voice talking, so I am... No, I don't need blood orange. Rose red. And then carmine red. That's the thing I don't like to hear. I don't like to hear that the drama is not over, because this is not what this community is supposed to be about. Sorry guys, I'm trying to lift the thing up. So it's sad, because honest to God, you'd think this person would just, this person has made us, guys, I'm going to zoom in. We have it on the side because otherwise you guys can't see it. Oh, no, 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 no. I'm not very good at this. Well, that's the best I can do, guys. I ordered some ream from 70 East Books, Elizabeth D. And she's beautiful. The woman who owns 70 East Books, June, she's lovely to deal with. You ever have a problem, deal with her directly. She's wonderful to talk to. She's really nice. She's a really good. If you guys are going to order from anybody on Etsy, order from Cool Craft Book or order from these are the places that I would recommend that you order from. 70 East Books, 9 Style Books. You know, there's some other people that you can order. Carolina Koska has a good site. I don't know what's wrong with my charger. So June is a wonderful person to order a book from. If you're going to order books from anybody, I highly recommend June. That's the vendor that I ordered from. I've only done one picture in Serene. Guys, something's wrong because now it's not, I can see the chat, but I can't see it moving. Somehow my thing isn't moving. I don't know what happened. My screen just went black on me. Did the screen go black on you guys? Okay, guys. I have 3 reds. One is a Prisma red, one is the 2 Arteza red. So we're going to try and play, let's color different shades of red. Now I'm going to lay down the first color, which is permanent red. which is my lightest red. Really going light on the layers here. So then, you know, you see, when I do the coloring chats, I do them downstairs, but when I do the lives, I do them up by my desk. So the setup is kind of completely different for my coloring chats than it is for my lives, because I'm working with the camera instead of a phone. I haven't done coloring chats in a while, so, well, the pre-recorded ones. Now, I hope everybody is doing well with the hurricane, because if you live in the hurricane, it's a very scary thing right now down south with the hurricane. Let me do this like this so you guys can see. I remember seeing Jen do this because the computer, Jillian, is in my desk. So I don't have the same Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi signal is very weak downstairs compared to it being very strong upstairs. Also, if I had to stream, I'd have to set up everything downstairs, and I tried that once and it didn't work very well. When I tried to do that. Plus, somehow power went out when I was in the middle of trying to do a stream one. I tried to do a stream and nothing worked downstairs, so. It's very different because I can see the chat here too. I don't really know how to do that, Robin. I've never tried doing that. I just color the way I know how to color, Robin. So. I guess this is the outer part. I'll see if I can do that, Robin, but I don't know if I can do that because it's not something I do because I'm more of a straight colorer. And I like to, you know, I'm going to try doing something a little bit different with it. You know, I'm trying layering and blending right now. Not having power is the worst because you can't shower, you can't refrigerate your food, you have no bath water, I tell you, Hurricane Sandy was terrible. Because there was no water running past 14th Street. So I ended up having to go to a gym to shower. Hi, Mayla and Nathan's Adventures. How are you? That's good to know. That there are plans for when the storms are over. I'm good with doing, I want to make a comment though, guys. There is one thing. You know, when I do giveaways, and I see giveaways being, you know, I do giveaways out of the goodness of my heart. But when I see somebody film a flip through of the video that I gave them, and then somebody left a nasty comment saying that color tubers shouldn't enter other color tubers videos, I think that's really rude and inappropriate to say to somebody that they take away from others. I don't think that's true. The giveaway was a live giveaway, and it was a fair giveaway. Everybody's entitled to enter a giveaway. I don't think people should be rude and nasty when they do leave those kind of comments, because those comments are really hurtful. And then it makes people not want to do giveaways. You're welcome, Zucchini. I saw that comment and I got very upset for you, because I don't think that comment was very nice or even well thought out of. You know, when people leave me... Exactly. But you know what? Sometimes you will have people that are mean-spirited, leave mean-spirited comments. Believe me, I've seen them. I recently got a comment, and you know, I get comments. I get mean comments. I delete them, but you know, it's just the things that get said. That's so true. You know, you try to be good. All we can do is try and turn the other cheek, as my mother says, but some people don't let you do that. And then for someone to say, you know, for someone who doesn't even have any videos, because the comment was unbelievably mean to me. I said that channels like mine shouldn't exist. That, you know, that we are an artist, that all we are is colorists. This channel is about having fun and enjoying it. At least to me, when it's, you know, when I started this channel, it was for me to share a love of my hobby, and that being coloring, you know. It is hard to ignore, but you know, when they say channels like mine shouldn't exist, I'm like, are you kidding me? There's thousands and thousands of color, there is so many color tube channels right now. You know, I don't think that comments like that. And then when I went to look up the person's profile, they had no videos. Six subscribers, no videos. You know, so then I was like, well, if you're saying mean things about this and you have no videos, you don't know what you're talking about. You know, it's hard sometimes, because I work, you know, I work really hard. You know, I have a full-time job. And then my mother claims that she's not well, but let me tell you something. My mother claims that she is dying and that she's tired. You know, but my mother is a person who has days where she's good, days where she's bad. You know, I think we all have that. I'm going to tell you something, guys. I am going to be cutting back on the amount of stuff that I buy over the next few months because I need to start paying down some bills. And also that I've got to start saving up some money for the future. I want to start saving up for my own retirement and possibly maybe even getting my own place to live because my mother said that she's going to retire in a few years. So what I want to do is I want to start saving up money so I can live on my own and also maybe put some money away for my own retirement because so I might not be buying as much. And also I did purchase another sketch box, but this sketch box is going to probably be the last subscription box. I am unsubscribing from the palette full boxes, even though the last palette box was much better than the sketch box in my opinion. It's just a matter of money and I need to start saving up my money. So, you know, and I would like to pay off some of my credit card bills, so that's just something I want to, you know, aim for. So, hobbies are right now on the bottom of my list to get. I want them, but I'll get them when I'm able to get them, not when I want them. You know, and then also, you know, also what's happening is now that I'm going to start being far more selective about what I get for this channel as opposed to what I need or want. And you know, you guys help tremendously with the Amazon Associates when you help. You know, people say that the Amazon Associates account really does help. It does help tremendously in what we get. You know, I was able to afford 2 lamps with this, with the affiliate money. So that helped tremendously. So we did the first layer. Now this one is rose red, and this is a artisan. No, that didn't sharpen it all well. And that. This came out very disfigured. Well, no, I bought it because I bought the lamps because my lighting was not good in my house. So this is rose red. That's good. This is rose red. This is the medium layer. Welcome back, Kim. I think I only got like 4 or 5 more books for the year and then I'm done. There's plenty of new books that I've seen, but I'm like, at this point, I'm like, you know what? There will always be new books I want. So, you know. I must say those little sketchbooks that I got from the palette box, full box, are very, very helpful. Do you guys like this blend, or do you not, or do you like it straight color more? You know, you don't need to buy every single thing, I'm realizing at this point. You know, there's so many returning shows that I'm looking forward to next week, and some new ones I'm looking forward to. Like, I'm looking forward to the return of The Gifted. I'm looking forward to the new I had gotten this. See, I've gotten this but little sketchbooks in the see, this was just something I was doing just to test out things. This is like a silly little drawing I did. It was just to test out what the colors would look like. This is just a silly little thing. It's not a very good drawing, but it was just something to test out the things. Well, you know, the thing that I like about sketchbook, you know, I'm going to show you the blend here. But this is going to end up being. But, you know, I don't need, you know, Forest Go was a book that I kind of, I'm not sure I like that color. It's gonna be a nice one. See, but I use my sketchbooks more as a tester for blending colors. I got in a big one before I had bought the sketch box, so then I got the well, it's also a good way to test combinations to see if the combinations will work. And I probably will film my September coloring book pages early because I am leaving, so I want to make sure that I leave you guys with as much content as I can before I leave. One thing too that I have learned is that I've learned from a lot of different people how to do different things. And I've incorporated that into my own coloring. There's something very soothing. That's good, but sometimes, you know, it's better to come up with them on your own. See what works for you and what doesn't work for you. But I've been doing something other than just plain Prismacolor combinations. I've been using my Prismas with other pencils too. That's something you guys might want to think about doing too, because they blend very well. Prismas blend very well with other pencils. And I'm finding that my combos work really well with them. What do you love doing? And guys, don't worry about my Artisas because I have a second set of these pencils in my house. Sure enough, it broke. Everything is breaking on Grace today. And now to redefine a little bit of an edge. Well, you do an amazing job with those, what do they call it, distress inks, Karen? I would have never even thought of coloring with those until you showed them on your page. You made a lot of people want them. You know, it was funny because I didn't like the feelers because they looked too much like my Prismas the feelers when I saw Anne do that whole thing with the pencils. I love my Prismas, but today they were breaking up a storm on some of the what I was recording today. I don't know why, but some of them, I don't know what it is with the Prismas lately, but they've been breaking. My Prismas anyway have been breaking, and not all of them, but a lot of the lighter colors have been breaking, like the pencils breaking in half. No, you don't feel so bad about that, zucchini. You're happy they're selling. You know, I see products that other people use, but for me, I've got to be the judge of what I like to buy. You know, I'm not going to buy Sharpies or things that I see just because someone else is using them. You know, price becomes a factor too when we buy these things. You know, and I do follow other people on YouTube too. You know, I follow artists. Our November artist, featured artist of the month is going to be More Del Rubio. I would love it if they did 120. Sorry guys, something got stuck in the page. I wish I had my little paintbrush. With my little paintbrush I can... I don't know if it's just because my Prismas are older. You know, I went to Dick Blick and I got some more pencils, and I didn't realize that when I was buying them, one of the pencils said New Utrecht on them. Now that was the old name of the pencils. I guess they slid in an old Blick pencil with the old name of it, which was New Utrecht. So it is a Blick pencil, but it's an older pencil, so. And that was my mistake because I didn't look carefully enough at the pencil. Yes, and the electric sharpener that you heard earlier is an Office Pro sharpener. I got this after watching Kate's video on it one day. Kate's Color in Haven, or so. Robin, you shouldn't put that out there. Delete that after it goes up, because I don't want someone. Bye, Charlotte. Never mind, Robin. You already took care of it. So now we go to our final layer, which is carmine red. I put in the rose. Oh, I think I put in the wrong color. Yes. Never mind, I think I took out the wrong color. So now we're going to take out a dark red, a darker red. My mind always works lighter to darker. And this color is pomegranate, and this is also Prismacolor. Ooh. That's a little darker than I would have liked, but and now for the inside, we put that color for the inside. I'm going to put the two Ortizas away in their blue case, because I like to make sure that when I color that I put everything away. So find the red. That's too dark. I know what we can use, guys. guys, I'm okay. I just moved the chair wrong. Oh, Robin, what are you preparing for dinner? Hi, everybody. Yeah, I like that better. What's in a shepherd's pie? I'm not from... When I'm going around with certain things, if I'm doing finer detail, I need a sharper point. And then we'll do the... I hate running out of meat at the bottom, but she's like, ooh, that sounds really good. You're making, you know, thank God I just ate, Robin, before we came on. This color is Matter in the polychromos. I'm thinking maybe gold leaves at the bottom of the dress. So is someone else streaming right now? Someone said someone is streaming. Who's streaming right now? I see Kate is streaming. I almost did that book. We almost did that book at the stream. So Kate is streaming. Thank you, Robin. I felt like I had so many people and then everybody. That's okay. She's doing something from... You know, we almost did a picture from that, though. That would have been funny, and we've both been doing the same picture. So, who's still here, guys? I want to see who's here still. You know, Yay, Karen's still here. We almost colored from that book, actually, the one that Kate's doing. You know, I like watching other people do stuff too, you know? Kate is one of them that I love watching her stuff. You know, when I started, I didn't even think about streaming. You know, I would do recorded color and chats. And you know, a lot of people like those videos. I like watching them. Thank you, Robin. I like the color that this is providing. Usually it doesn't go this dark. Let me go turn it. I'm just going to turn it around, guys. No, you guys can't see it. There is a slight lag. Well, sometimes I let people decide what to talk about, so, you know. Who saw that first episode of American Horror this week? Zucchini Kitty, you've never watched American Horror Story? Go to Netflix and watch the first 6 seasons. You're going to absolutely love it. It is a horror show, so if you don't like horror, it's not for you, but I love the stories they tell. Every story that they've told has been good. Ooh, I love stuffed shells. I love those. To eat those things. I'm actually currently reading this right now because I have to have this done by tomorrow night, so I haven't read very much of it, but it's actually pretty good. It's called Promises and Primroses. It is a historical romance. I will actually read a little bit about I'll read the back description of what it is. Lord Elliot Mayfield has done his best to take care of his family, first his siblings and now his nieces and nephew. Unfortunately, he sees this new generation moving in the same direction of bad matches and scandalous relationships as the last. In hopes to change their course, he establishes a marriage campaign. As in, he tries to be making matches a marriage campaign to motivate to improve themselves through making respectable matches. With his heart in the right place, what could possibly go wrong? Peter, Elliot's oldest nephew, thinks the entire idea is ridiculous. A widower with 2 young daughters, he simply needs a governess, not a wife. Julia Hollingsworth certainly has the credentials and the experience, but is altogether too young and pretty for such a job. So why can't he stop thinking about her? Julia loves working as a governess, despite the objections of her mother, Amelia. Amelia has a lot to say about the Mayfield men, none of it good. But Julia dismisses the rumors of a ruined reputations and instead concentrates on helping Peter with his children and his fledgling business in canine husbandry. His kindness and gentleness is endearing and increasingly attractive, but Amelia, whose heart was broken 30 years ago by none other than Elliot Mayfield, is determined to prevent any relationship from blooming either between Peter and Julia or between herself and Elliot. Hearts and history collide as both couples must face their past and decide if risking it all is worth the promise of a new love and a new future. So that is this book. Promises and Primroses is this book. That's what I'm reading right now. So I hopefully hope to have a review up by Tuesday. So, after this stream, I'm going to probably concentrate on reading that book. Guys, I'm just going to put some little blue. I'm going to put little blue dots here. That way Yep, it is a review title, Robin. It's pretty good so far. It's just a little slow. That's the only thing thing is, sometimes when you do layering, it takes time to layer, but the results with layering is really good. I like, I've found that my coloring has improved a lot since I've started layering my colorings, my pictures. And I have found that Tombow pencils really work well if you're light enough with the hand. Is that the Lily Tomlin, Jane Fonda one on Netflix? I haven't watched that. Netflix is like my favorite binge-a-thon thingy. I've also been watching some Iron Fist. I love what they've done with this season of Iron Fist. I think it's so much better than the first season. They're not glancing over anything that happened in the first season. So what are everybody's favorite mediums to use? What do you like to use in markers, pencil? I like working with my pencils the best, but that's not to say that I like markers for some things, but some things you can't use markers for. You know, if I work with grayscale, I like to have it in PDF. I try not to buy the grayscale books in the format that they come in anymore because I just don't like the paper. I struggle with that Create Space paper for whatever reason, especially when I'm doing grayscale. But if I'm not doing grayscale, I'm fine. So what is everybody coloring in right now, actually? I like to know what people are. So now we got the thing done. Oops, I forgot the little 3 dots on her little thing here. Oh, I like that. I'm so glad you're enjoying the book that I sent you, Zucchini. Kim was so good at this. That's a good book, actually. So let's work on the trees and leaves. I like the browns in this particular set. I love the browns. The browns and the greens are my favorite. Of all the pencils I own, honest to God, I have to say my favorite browns. I like working in the browns that are in the polychromals the best out of all the pencils. Oh, that's a really nice book. I think I recently did a picture in that book. Which picture did I recently do in the Maria? Hold on, I'll be right back. Maria Trouble. This is the picture that I did in the Maria Troll book. There's a lag, so. I like this picture. I had a lot of fun doing it. I used Aeritins, polys, chromals, prismas in it. It was fun doing that picture. So, and the color we're using now is Sanguine. And this brown is called Hotel Sanguine. So, it is from the polychromals. Hi May, how are you? We're coloring Little Red Riding Hood from in-Sagor Och Sagnor. And I just found out that they will be printing another, they will be doing another print run of this in a few months. I was told this by Robin. So glad you could join us, Miss May. Are you streaming later today, May? Or are you streaming tomorrow? I didn't know that. So what time do you stream on Sundays and Tuesdays for the rest of us, May? So guys, I'm gonna just can see, I have everything out, May. So. So 4 p.m. Eastern, guys, and 6 a.m. on Tuesdays. Boy, you're an early bird, May. I might still have to wake up early just so I can catch your live stream on Tuesday. I think one time I caught it, but it was like at the very tail end. So remember, guys, that May streams at 4 p.m. on Saturdays. Okay, so that makes sense. The one that she does on Tuesdays for Europe and the one that she does on Sundays for us in the US. You're in Norway, right? Well, for me, you're up early, even though it's a different time zone, May, so. Okay, so now I get it. May is like 5 or 6 hours ahead of me in time zone. That's okay, because I can always go back and watch the recording of the live stream. That's another thing, guys. If you miss a live stream, don't feel bad. And for May coming in, we are coloring with the polychromos. This color is hold on, I just got some notification. Ooh. So, you know, it's just, the coloring is really nice. I like this color. I like this brown. It just is really nice color brown. This and terracotta are my two favorite browns in the polychromos. I'm thinking we're gonna make these little green, but like maybe a light green or a dark green. So for zucchini, she's saying it's 1 p.m. Sunday, 3 a.m. Tuesday. So I guess everybody's in different time zones. So, you know, the thing that I like about polychromos is that they give a nice rich color. You don't have to do a lot of work with them. And you know what? The better, for, you know, if you're like me, is a heavy-handed colorist. Now there are times when I still do heavy-handed colorist. These are really good pencils because of the way they feel in your hand. You know, they're not a bad pencil at all. But if you can't afford polychromos, I recommend the Artesas. So, you know, what are your favorite budget pencils, or what do you guys like to color? What brand of pencils do you like to color with? I know Maze is probably Inktense. Hi, Christine. How are you? Depends on the paper. You know, to me, I think that's a very good point, Mr. Q. You know, actually, guys, I started a second binder for my PDFs colorings. I also have a few color charts in there that I've put in there, so that way I'll know what I'm doing. I seem to have misplaced my luminance color chart. I've been hearing about this Italian brand, but I hear they don't have many colors in the set. So I can tell you guys, if you do buy the reprinting of this book is absolutely 100% worth it. The paper is like a dream to color on. See, for me, I need sets of 48 or more. Not to say that 3624 is bad, it's just that I like bigger sets. I got a Derwent Light Fast pencil in one of my colored pencil magazines, but fortunately it's a color that I don't use a lot. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, nay. But I just might keep it, who knows, you know? You know, I do want to try the Pablos, but the Pablos are really expensive. They're a little bit more money than the Luminance, actually. And I got my, you know, I started off my Luminance with a very small set of them, like 40, and that was like $100 and something for a set of 40. You know, at the time I didn't have enough money to buy the big set. Black Widows have a good color range. I know Shalene really likes the Pablos. I think Shalene likes the Pablos more than she likes the Luminants. You know, I've heard some people say that they didn't like their whole lines. I have the 3 sets of Black Widows, Connie. Why? Which? There's new Black Widows. When did this happen? I didn't know that there were new Black. I have the 3 sets: the regular Black Widows, the Scorpions, and the Cobras. I heard that Black Widow was working on a 4th set. Well, my Sohos don't, you know what's funny is my Sohos don't work well. The Sohos are funny pencils because they don't work well in the Chinese coloring books, and they don't work well in the coloring books. That'd be good if they're working on a skin set. Bye, Christine. It was nice to have you. You know, paper really does make a difference when you are working on things. Like, I love the handling books, but I can't use my color sauce on those books because the paper eats those pencils, eats my color sauce. And a lot of paper eats my color sauce, so I don't work with my color sauce as much as I would like to work with them. Always a pleasure as well, Christine, to have you. I just want to get the end of this. Now I think I want to make that green. So now we'll work with the green. This is the lettuce green, and this is my whole line. I like the whole line so much. You really, really want the full set. I think that these pencils are just beautiful. Now, I only have 12 whole lines, so you know what? I'm perfectly happy with that. Bye, May. Thank you for coming and joining us. It's always a pleasure to have Miss May here. But you can boss me around anytime you want, Miss May. Bye. And this color is lettuce green. Okay. Got it to a nice sharp point. No, it's not frozen. I hope not. Guys, how's your video? Is it frozen or not? It might be a slight lag. It does do that on occasion. It does lag. Sometimes there's a lag, you know, when you live, sometimes there's a little bit of a, what they call a lag. I'm thinking we're going to make this dark blue, and then we're going to make the... Okay. Guys, if the video gets frozen on you, just refresh, because that usually works. I'm glad that you can, that it's moving now, Joan, for you. I just had to resharpen this. That's the annoying thing about pencils. The only annoying thing about pencils is that they have to be sharpened. Markers, the annoying thing about markers is that they run out of ink. So what kind of markers does everybody like to use? Because I like to use my Cali Arts and my brush pens. Shriffer. Oh no, I don't dress up. That's too much work. I get scared to dress up because some of those people take it. You know, what I'm doing at Comic-Con is I'm actually I'd like to go to the TV panels. Thank you, Lynn. I like to go to the TV panel, see what's new coming out, or movies, and then I also like to go to the book panels because, as some of you know, I have a book blog. Now, this is a Shriffer Faerbens. This is number 43. So I'm putting together. You know, and I run a book blog, so that's something that, you know, I've had the book blog for a while, so, you know, I had it before I had my ColorTube channel. Which one is your favorite, Mr. Q? See, this is a different pencil. It's 43. This pencil works really well, and these Shriffer Faerbens work really well in the romantic country books. And they're working really well in these books. Because they're all different, right, Mr. Q? Do you have chameleons? And this is number 38 in the Shriffer Faerbens set. Hi Kenneth, how are you? We're gonna probably stay on till about 4:45 or 4:30, guys. So I like it, but it has to be cleaned out quite a lot. Zucchini, I'm not gonna open it here on camera, but when you need to undo it, it does work. But if you don't empty it out, it doesn't sharpen as well. So you have to empty it out on occasion. I'm good. You know, I don't have Winsor Newton. I don't have the Winsor Newton pencils. I want to go to Michael's to try them, to get them, but I'm not really because, you know, whenever I go to Michael's, it is always crowded. It is always like a madhouse to get out of that. Shriffer Faerben. They don't make these anymore, Robin. So I was very fortunate enough that I bought a second set when I did. They're not selling these anymore. I think someone told me they're remaking them, then they told me they're not making them. So I keep hearing two different things about these pencils. That they were going to make a different set, you know, bigger set, or they're retooling them, and that's why they're not selling them like they used to. Guys, I gotta empty this out. If you don't empty this out, it doesn't sharpen as well, Zucchini. I meant Karen, it doesn't sharpen as well. So that's the thing with the... So how's your shepherd's pie coming out, Robin? That sounds delicious. Your shepherd's pie sounds really good. You know, you're gonna find with different pencils that you have different things that you like about them, different colors, different shades. You know, what might be grass green in one color might be a totally different color in another set. I know, right? Robin is making us a little bit more hungry. Even though I ate before I came on stream, so I had just finished eating my lunch before I came on stream, so I wouldn't be as hungry. Hi, Barb's Happy Place. How are you? We're coloring from Sagor Och Sagnor, which translates to folk tales and fairy tales in English, I believe. I'm in Eastern Standard Time, so I'm in the East Coast. It is Red Riding Hood, Barb. This is the... They don't sell this book right now. It's out of stock right now, but I heard in a few months they're going to be restocking it. So in a few months... Is it raining out there, Mom? My mother says it's not raining by us, so we're very lucky. It's very hot out today by where we are. That's the problem with autocorrect, Kenneth. I think we all have that with our phones. We're like, why isn't this writing right? You know, one time I wrote something and it came out totally different because the phone decided to autocorrect it. You're like, wait a minute, I didn't write that. You know, I'm hoping it will get cooler. Those poor people who are in the path of that hurricane, though. What's it called, Floyd? I'm hoping that everybody stays safe. You know, I want nobody to be hurt or injured or even die in this thing. Take care, Karen. Oh God, that's terrible. I'd be mortified. So after we're done the leaves, guys, we're going to finish the stream after we're done all the leaves, and then hopefully I'll be able to come on tomorrow. If I can come on tomorrow, but I'm going to try and come on as much as I can, but realistically, guys, I have a lot of things that I still need to do. So... I'm so glad she replaced that. I would be like mortified because I can't even imagine what she must have felt like when when she replied to somebody and it gave them nasty words. So Sam, what are you coloring in lately? You've been doing some really nice videos on your channel. That's terrible. You know, I wish that upon nobody, Kenneth. Nobody should have to deal with that. That's a very nasty disease, and that's going to be a hard, you know, that's a hard fight. They need our prayers. What kind of phone do you have, Sam? Well, you know, you'll do streaming when you're ready to do streaming. You know what I mean? I asked what type of phone you have because you can stream with that. There's a way to stream with that, but I forget how to do it. There's someone on YouTube who has it and streams with the Galaxy, but I forgot who does that. But she's not a color tuber, but she has a Galaxy and she has an art channel. I think one of the artists, I forget who is the person that live streams with her Galaxy S8. Do you have the YouTube and the Facebook app on your Galaxy S8? Because if you have the apps, if you get the apps for those, for Facebook or YouTube, you can stream that way. Because I stream from my phone rather than I do videos. You need to download those apps. Samantha, download the Facebook and the YouTube app, and then you can stream from your phone. Otherwise, you won't be able to. Yeah, if you have the app, you can stream. I had Nikki Braswell help me learn how to do the streaming from that. Yes, Kim. So, yay, Kim is back. And putting things away while we're putting things away. We did a lot, Kim. Sam, if you need help sending up the YouTube app to live stream, I can help you with that. What's it doing? Not having enough battery life, or if it just goes out on you and your internet connection? You may have to be near your computer. You may have to be near your computer when you stream because it may not be you. It may just be the internet connection in your house. Where are you streaming from? Because sometimes the place in your house, certain places in your house have different streaming things where the streaming is the strongest. Do you go, okay, so have you tried streaming in your living room or your bedroom or wherever your computer is? Because wherever your computer is where your streaming time is going to be. Like that. It looks like, that doesn't look like a blue, it looks like a light blue. Try streaming where your modem is and where your computer is, because then that'll probably give you the most. Guys, should we do a dark sky or should we do a light sky? Because I'm thinking maybe we should do a lighter sky than a nighttime. Because here's what the blue would look like here. Hi, Catherine. see. Hold on, guys. I'm going to try a new sheet of paper. So that way you guys can tell me what color you like for the sky to be. This is ice green in the Holbeins. This is sky blue in the Holbeins. And this is lavender. Lavender blue. Sky blue. Ice green. You guys tell me what color you like for the sky. What's the colors in the thing? Cobalt greenish and polychromos. You guys want dark skies? In the throne blue. This is bluish turquoise, which I really like the bluish turquoise. I like the bluish turquoise, guys. What color do you like the best for the dark sky? I do too. I'm thinking but the blue turquoise has a really nice thing. I'm thinking the bluish turquoise because it's nighttime, but the in the throne has a more darker tone to it. That's a really dark color though, but I'm thinking the bluish. You know what? We're gonna go with the bluish turquoise. Oh, here's Prussian blue. Ooh, I like this Prussian blue better. I think the Prussian blue. And then after we're done the sky, we'll finish the stream, guys. I don't do mixing very well, Catherine. For me, it's just one color because it's easier to do. That's just, you know, tell your friend that we all send him in our prayers. You know what? We just pray to God, and sometimes things are in God's hands. That's terrible news about your friend Kenneth. I'm going on my trip from September 27th to October 4th, but then I have Comic-Con right after my trip in New York City, so it's one crazy thing and then another crazy thing. Cancer is a horrible thing for anybody to get. It's New York City Comic Con, and the tickets are really hard to get now, Mr. Q, because you have to be registered to their newsletter not like before where you used to be able to just go online and buy them because they sell out so quickly. And then now, because there's so many people wanting it, that you have to register to it, and then they send you a, you have to be fan verified. So when you sign up to be fan verified, I'm going to see what panels there are, and then I'm going to decide what I want to do. You know, Saturday at, because now they've extended the different places that you can go. It's no longer just the Javits Center, Samantha. Now they have, on Saturdays, they have at MSG panels, TV panels. And, you know, Saturdays are very crowded. At the convention center itself, it is extremely crowded. But what happened with some of the TV panels, like Walking Dead, got so popular, so big that they had to increase the venue. So they have events going on at MSG and different places throughout the city. Some of those will take your Comic-Con tickets, like MSG will take your Comic-Con tickets and honor them, because that's where the panels are on TV for Saturday. But other places, even though you have your badge, will actually charge you fees. So every place is different depending on the venue you go to, like Hammerstein Ballroom. There's a place on 8th Avenue and the 30th. I forget, it's like some kind of market, but those panels actually cost you money, depending on what you want to do. So remember, guys, to give this video a thumbs up. It helps us with our to be put on the like videos. Well, one of the rules that I've liked that they've changed at Comic-Con, you know how kids used to have these toy swords and props? Well, now you can't bring in swords unless they're plastic swords. They can't be real swords because they cut people, and, you know, there are rules that, you know, there's certain things you can bring in, and then there's certain things you can't bring in. So they revise those all the time. And these rules are made for safety. People don't seem to get that. Like, if they deem that the stuff in your costume is too dangerous, they will confiscate it and not bother to give it back to you, as these are public safety issues. I'm just outlining the thing here, so that way I know. I think dark blue looks really good. No, it's not black, but yeah, they have what's now, you know, you can actually, there's a couple of different things that you can have if you have a successful enough social media presence. If you have you can apply for press. And press pays a lot less for their passes than other people do, from what I've heard. But you have to justify, when you're applying for a press pass, you have to give them your stats, you have to give them everything. It's the same thing when I go to BEA. They want your stats, they want your information. There's a lot that goes into, you know, the press pass. And they're very thorough about that press pass. You know? So what kind of comics did you used to sell or manage in the comic book store? Or was it every kind, like Marvel, DC, Image, Valiant, Independence? I bet you met a lot of interesting people working the comic book shop. Ours is every year, Samantha. I mean, New York is it's a big Comic Con, but it's, you know, if you ever go to the one in San Diego, I've heard it dwarfs New York. It makes New York look small in comparison. And you know, it's not that easy to make New York look that small. Did you sell the boards and the plastics to keep the comics in, Mr. Q? You know, my brother got me into a new comic book that I had never even heard of. It's probably old. I don't know how old it is to you. It's called Saga. I think you would like New York. There's a lot to do in this town. And I'm not just talking about like the touristy stuff. My brother loves Saga. He goes on and on about it. He raves that, like, he loves that comic book. Good afternoon, Nick. We've been streaming for quite a while, Nick. Wow, 11 years. That's a long time, Mr. Q. Time permits, guys, I might come on tomorrow. If not, guys, I will try to stream again sometime during the week if I can do it. But just know that, guys, I'm also busy preparing videos for while I'm away, so you won't feel like I didn't do anything like that. Hi, Shara. How are you? Oh, Mendocino. What do you mean? Do people like dress up in their cosplay costumes, Shara? No, that's one of the things that I love to see about Comic-Con is how creative people get with the costume. I remember someone once dressed up as an avatar, and then someone dressed up as when Sigourney Weaver was in that machine taking on the alien. Someone dressed up like that one year. I mean, people had really amazing costumes that year. I see my mother didn't like me chatting. That's okay, I'll give the computer to her at 5. You know, I did a lot of stuff today. I like the way the Cinder Twin Blue is coming out. Why do you gotta put your phone on the burner? So I bet you see a lot of interesting characters. Right? that dress up. You know, everybody knows it's Comic-Con time because everybody's dressing up as certain characters and doing certain things. Oh, you mean charge it up? My phone is very hot. So, as soon as we finish doing this background, we're gonna end the stream, guys, as soon as we're done with the... But I like this background. It actually enhanced the picture. You know, the thing with doing a pencil... background is that it actually takes some work to do this. I love Dee Dee's channel. I think Dee Dee is so much fun to watch. So guys, what books do you have on your radar? The books that I'm probably going to be getting are World of Flowers, Kirby's new one, the Meadowhaven book. I'm excited for. That's a Kickstarter book, guys, so I'll be getting a PDF of that book soon, so hopefully. And I know the book doesn't come out till October, so we should be getting that PDF of that soon. So maybe I'll print out some pictures of that book if I get it beforehand. If I get the PDF book before I get the print book. I'm not getting Forest Girls right now, Robin. It's just that I haven't even worked in Forest Girls 1, and for me to work in to buy Forest Girls 2 without really working in Forest Girls 1, I don't feel that's right. Plus, I'm cutting back a little bit, so I might get it at a later date. It's not, you know, it's nothing personal against the artist. It's just that I have so many books already, Robin. You can see some of this went over to the other page, but that's okay. I'll have... If worst comes to work, so I'll do a solid background and another picture. I sometimes like Dee Dee's hobbies. You know, Dee Dee has a lot on her channel. She does a tremendous amount with her hobbies and does so many amazing things on her channel. You know, I love Dee Dee's channel because it's so different from everybody else, but, you know, that's the other thing about this community that I like. We're all so different. We all have different talents. We all do different things. And you know what? There's plenty of room for all of us, even new people. Okay, guys. I'm going to end the stream here. So thank you very much for coming. Guys, thank you very much for coming. I really like this blue background. Bye guys, very much. We'll continue this picture hopefully tomorrow or maybe another time. So I want to thank you guys so much for joining me in the stream. I really enjoyed coloring this, but we will color more of this. Thank you guys so much.